Hey y'all. So I wanted to share with you guys 4 ways that plants can reveal their magic to you. Now, I started an Herbal Magic Beginners video, the previous video, I believe. So I wanted to continue in the Herbal Magic, Root Magic, Plant Magic vein. So this is just kind of like a continuation of that. I am a rambler, if you have not noticed from my videos. So to keep me on task and not be rambling in this video, I wrote down my notes because I ramble. So I'm gonna just get right on into it. So plants reveal their magic in 4 ways, and this is not an exhaustive list. This is just the ways that I've observed. But I'm gonna share. If your practice is different, feel free to share. We can all learn from each other. Okay, so the first way that plants can reveal their magic to you is through their physical characteristics. Okay, so I use the example in my little notes of nettle. Nettle has an outward sting that you don't know is a sting until you touch it. So when you think about what nettle does physically, you can kind of relate it to what it does spiritually. So if it's going to sting you and protect itself from whatever physical things that it could be affected by, then spiritually it's going to be used to protect. So it can be used to protect. So let me read what I actually wrote here. So I said, people may not know that nettle has little stingers on the plant that stings when people touch it. So the magical properties are protection, defense, and energetic boundaries. So paying attention to the plants, observing the plants, you start to learn more about their physical characteristics and then relate that to how they work energetically. Nettle protects itself physically, so it naturally has protective magical properties. Another example, and people might not think about this one, but I love to use this one in this way, is roses. So rose is the universal symbol for love and commonly used in love workings, obviously. However, roses also have thorns, so it's perfect for drawing in love with boundaries and heart protection. So when you're thinking of roses, you typically think of love, but when you are drawing in love, you want to have love that's going to protect, that's going to respect. And so the thorns on roses lets you know that although I am open and I'm open to the feeling of love, I'm going to protect myself from, any outside influences as I draw that energy in. So roses can be used in protecting your heart. Now, the second way that plants can reveal their magic is through their medicinal uses. So a plant's healing properties can mirror its magic. So let me give you an example. One of my favorite plants is lavender. Medicinally, it's used for relaxation and digestion. Magically, it's used for peace, emotional balance, and spiritual harmony. So you see how the medicine can also mirror the magic or the energetic frequency. So once you understand what a plant does medicinally, you may be able to correlate it to what it does energetically. Okay, so the third one is through scent and energy. So I'm going to put my little notes down so I can turn my page. But the aroma of a plant can reveal its energetic frequency or its energetic influence. So I'm going to give you another example. Rosemary. So rosemary has a sharp, stimulating fragrance. Like it wakes you up, it jolts you awake. Magically, it can clear out any mental stagnation. It can help with mental focus. It can help with clarity, protection, and awareness. So it can open up your mind. So because it's sharp, it just, you smelling and it's, oh my gosh, you are aware. It starts to get moving. So I love burning this on a charcoal disc, especially if I want to study. If I'm working on something and I need like real focus, I will burn this on a charcoal disc, and it smells amazing to me, and it really does help with being focused and studying. And then lastly, the last way that a plant can share its magic with you is through its cultural and folklore, through the stories that are passed down, through what you've been taught about that plant, because you've been taught something about that plant based on the previous experiences of those who have used it over centuries, over millennia. Plants are just very reliable. They are. And like I said before, they are easily accessible. You can find them anywhere. Go outside. Plants are everywhere. You just have to be able to identify what they are, observe them, and understand what their magic is. But see, our ancestors, they had no books, they had no references, they had no internet, they didn't have places and things where they can go and actually learn about these books. They didn't have the references. So it really was trial and error. So we got to give it up to our ancestors because they were trying these plants and dying and then recording what they were understanding about these plants. So somebody had to be sacrificed in order for us to have the knowledge today. So make sure you honor and respect that when you are learning about plants and when you are working with plants. Somebody had to go through it for us to be where we are and for us to know what we know. So those are just 4 ways that you can understand how plants share their magic, but more importantly, just really start connecting, observing, and learning about them on your own. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, if you have another practice that you do when it comes to connecting with plants, please share them in the comments because, like I said, knowledge together is how we grow, is how we learn. So, till next time.